For some reason, Traveler's Company keep dragging me towards their accessories. Slava Ukraini. So, as you can see today, I'm not at my usual workplace at my desktop. I hope this surface won't be too reflective for you. Today we are going to talk about the brass clip of Traveler's Company. As you can see, I have this one with a little plane. I've heard that those are pretty uncommon, but fortunately I have found this one as accessible as the other one that they're selling with the Traveler's Notebook logo and so on, just with the words. So I want to share with you how useful this thing is, especially when you use a loose leaf system like the EVERBOOK. And I'm going to start with how it completely changes the way you use the EVERBOOK. As far as I know, the Traveler's Company has made this clip to make your Traveler's Notebook lay flat, as they are not the best at this. But of course, if you're using EVERBOOK, you have no problem with laying flat. So I just want to show you how I managed to adopt this thing to my daily usage. I have here my top 3 lists or top 3 leaves, if you can call it like that. Those are the pages I'm working with every day. The first one is the note page where I take all the notes. The second one is already familiar for you, weekly layout from the original EVERBOOK site. Yes, I have decided to go back to this sheet, as the week on one page is more convenient for me, and the how do you call it, Franklin Planner pages, where you have a day on one page. It's cool, it's useful, it has a great schedule part where you can write a lot of things, do time blocking there, but I found myself not using it very often, but instead I would like to plan further my month and weeks, and it's very useful just to use one sheet for the whole week while you're using EVERBOOK, obviously, because of the loose leaf pages thing. You just cannot flip through them as it would be in a ring binder system like Franklin Covey system. So those are 3 sheets that I'm using the most, and I do have here, as you can see, how do you call it, a cardstock, I guess, but that's like the back of the old kite or kite, not sure how it's spelled correctly. That was like a reporter's journal or reporter's notebook, where the pages goes up, and that's just the backing of it. And I'm using this to write on a rough surface, for example like this table, because I'm writing with a pencil, and it leaves some marks. It's being embossed from the backside of the paper, so the cardboard, cardstock, or whatever you call it, works perfectly for rough surfaces. My dear friend James from the 610th Creative has suggested this thing, and I have started using correctly just few days. I'm not even sure if a week has passed, but the problem is this cardstock is, as you can see, it's more narrow than the actual A5, so I guess I'm going to look for the proper size for my paper in the future. But it is what it is. So I have this little pack which I'm using every day, and the clip goes right here, and it's super useful. Like, hear me out, if I have to take some notes, first of all, yeah, that's the planning sheet, that's the note-taking sheet, and that's the daily tracker that I just started using. If you want to know a little more about the daily trackers and how differently I've used them and what I do right in here and what I do not track, you can leave a comment down below and I will gladly share with you. So you have here your 3 sheets. I like to keep obviously the cardstock at the bottom, and goes my daily habit tracker, as it's not the thing that you're going to refer like every hour or 10 minutes. So it goes on the bottom. Then goes my weekly planning, and I always have here 2 days, like today's day and the tomorrow. So I just put them in here, and my note-taking sheet, which we're going to talk about a little later. I just put the clip here, and I can use it just like that. If I have to refer to some information, what I'm planning for tomorrow, I can just flip it up and see what I have planned for the next day. But that's not the main thing. The main feature about this brass clip, what I've discovered when I got it in my hands, well, first of all, it got this super cool clicking noise. And obviously, first of all, those edges, as you can see, they are rolled a little, so they do not tear your leather cover at all. They just clap in here, and they are not even leaving any markings, as you can see. No markings there. That's much better than the boulder clip, and it's pretty narrow, and also it fits a lot of paper, like, I mean, a lot of paper. Look at this. I can clip it right here. You can see how much space I do have here left, and it holds pretty good, to be honest. And if I have to clap it deeper just to make it more sturdier, I just go like this, or I can clap in here if I'm working on the top part of the sheet, or I can even clap it on the bottom to have my habit tracker and so on, and planning sheets here. So that's very convenient, and it really makes using a loose leaf system like the EVERBOOK way easier. So the next part is you don't have to use it as a board. You can obviously clip it to your traveler's, the EVERBOOK, or even traveler's notebook if you do use loose leaf in your traveler's notebook or any other notebook which you're currently using. As you can see, I can use it just like this, like a writing board with all my necessaries accessible, and it still takes on the desk like the A5 size. For example, right now I'm not at my current desk, which I'm using all the time. I do have here some space, but obviously if I couldn't open the EVERBOOK for its full size, like this and then this, well, if I have just a small table here to work on, or even a stool to put my EVERBOOK on, or even if I'm using my knee to write some notes, it's more convenient just to make something like this and write in here. And that's not all, guys. That's the part about my most used sheets, but all of you know, I hope so, that in the EVERBOOK you have a lot of different bundles, themes, projects, and so on. And what I used to do is, for example, if I need to write down in this bundle, I take this bundle, then I look for the folder, if there's a few folders, for example, then I take this sheet, then I close the folder, close the bundle, put the bundle in here, so I remember that I have to put this loose leaf into this bundle. Then I close my EVERBOOK, or not closing it, or just writing here, take some notes on the particular page where you have to take a note. And after all this process, I go back, I close this, I take this bundle up. Before I open the EVERBOOK, if I have closed it, then I look for the space where I have took this from, and I put the page in here, then close it and put back into my EVERBOOK. That's how I used to work with those bundles. It has its own charm to get through all of these files, bundles, papers and so on. But sometimes you just have to take a quick note or refer to something. So what I do instead right now, I just take this bundle completely. I find the page that I need, for example this one, I put it on top, then I just clip it in here. Ta-da! I can write a note. After I finished, I don't have to search for this bundle in all of the bundles I have in here. I don't have to search in, let's say it was in this, let's pretend it's the file page. It was like this and in here and then in here. So I just take the file from here, I put it on top of the bundle, then I put my page, then I clip it right here. I take my note, and as you can see, I can even work on my lap with it, because I don't have the problem that I'll lose all those pages, all those leaves which lays in my bundle. I can obviously just hold it with my one hand and write a note on it. Then I just unclip it, simply put the page into the file, put the file into the bundle, and put the bundle into my EVERBOOK. And just like this, that's all. That's super simple, that's super convenient, and you don't have that overwhelming feeling when what if I put this leaf into another bundle, or if I'm in a hurry and I don't want to go through all of this mess and look for a particular place where I have to put this particular page and so on. You just simply take the whole bundle, open it on the page which you need, take the page from it and write on it. So I've been working at my budget tracker right now, and it's been out from the monthly budget and from the budget bundle which lays in my project bundle. So I've been looking at my things here, and my notes was taken here, and there's the thing I have to move right now quickly. So I just pin all this stuff with the clip right here, like here. Then I put them onto here, close it, close, and I'm ready to go, as you can see. And after I will come to my desk, I can just take this out, and all of the bundles which I've been working with is still intact in one pack. The convenience do not stops on it. Also, you can do something like I don't know, security closure or whatever. You can simply put your brass clip onto these two flaps on your EVERBOOK, and if you do, you have your EVERBOOK secured. It won't open. Of course, some pages may fall out from the bottom, but if you're in a hurry also, or you just want to use this leather for whatever, I don't know, coaster, or sometimes I like to put my coffee on my EVERBOOK or whatever, and you don't want to use the elastic, your EVERBOOK still stays intact, as you can see, with this clip. And it also looks beautiful because this little, not sure how you call it, but you can see here the text have a nice strip, and you will always see it if you're using this clip. Also, about the thickness, what you can use with this clip, it's monstrosity. As you can already tell, I can actually clip my whole EVERBOOK here. Okay, maybe not the whole. Yeah, I won't be able to clip the whole EVERBOOK, but one half, pretty easy. As you can see, I can just open it up, and for example, if you're using your EVERBOOK, like here you have your active stuff and here you have your reference stuff or archive stuff, you can easily just leave this part of the EVERBOOK accessible and with only few bundles. As you can see, I have here my planning bundles, and then you just never have to worry if you are using your EVERBOOK not on the desk but on the lab or in any other environment that you're not used to. You just clip all the stuff here, and you have in access only these few bundles which you will have to work with. And also one more thing which I found pretty useful here. Let's pretend that this little piece of sticker note is a card or any other inbox information that I want to use as fast as possible. For example, when I get into my car, I want this piece of paper to remind me, for example, call Dan, right? And I know if I put it into my EVERBOOK, I won't be able to see it. It won't remind me until I open my EVERBOOK. And I might not open it when I get into the car. So if I just want this to become my reminder, or for example, someone left a number that I want to put into my archiving system when I get back to home, I can just simply clip it in here. And if you're familiar with the closure system of the EVERBOOK, you should already know that it uses this band, and when you close it like that, the clip is not getting in the way. You can always clip something in this corner or in this corner or whatever. If you want to go pretty original, you can clip something in here from the bottom, and it will always be visible. And because this clip is brass, it will patina. It will also look more older and experienced, like your leather notebook. In my case, it's the EVERBOOK. And the final thing I wanted to show you, what made a huge difference in using my EVERBOOK, is the system of note-taking. Like, you can see here how I created the catch-all system, because obviously my EVERBOOK is A5 sized and it won't fit in any pocket. But I like to take a lot of notes, and I like to take notes in different places. And I like also to use my original EVERBOOK because I wanted to get some markings, scars, and to get more character. But if I'm using pocket notebook or the catch-all system or even a pocket mode, it means that this guy stays in my bag, and I don't want it to stay in my bag. I want to use it. I want it to absorb oil from my hands. I want it to absorb some sunlight, maybe water, or freeze on winter evening or whatever. So I was looking for ways to make this even more usable and more convenient. So I came up with this. That's just the note page, which I have spoke about earlier from these three. And the simple thing you can do, just fold it. You can fold it in half if you're using the A5 for taking notes, and clip it in here. Or I found it more easier just to fold it in quarter and clip this quarter in here. So that way I have a small notepad in here, and if I have to go for groceries, I just write the grocery list here. If I have to take a quick note or to take someone else's number, but I don't want to save it on my phone or whatever, any short note, it goes in here. And after it goes in here, I can unfold it and put it into my project, archiving, whatever. I can even just rip this quarter. For example, if I have left my car and blocked someone's way, I can just write my number in here, rip off the quarter of this paper and put onto their car, for example. So this little notepad feature is super useful for me. It makes me want to use the original EVERBOOK more often, and it makes it super convenient, as you could see, with my regular pages, with my bundles which are in my EVERBOOK, and of course with my note-taking system, just to be able to quickly jot down any information which comes to me. And obviously you can carry here an extra pencil, or in my case eraser, if you're a little weirdo like I am. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I guess with that it's all set, cause yep, I wrote it down. What a beauty. Have you ever used this Kohinoor? Just amazing. I recommend you to get the 2B, I guess, for writing. Oh, I love this pencil. It's pretty cheap, you know. Whoosh.